The Middle East is on the edge as always, and this time the tension is flying higher than ever. Reports say that Israeli Prime Minister Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu made an urgent, tensed call to none other than Russian President Vladimir Putin, practically begging him not to arm Iran. You know what is the reason here? A major weapons deal between Moscow and Tehran that could change the military balance of power across that particular region. Now here's what's at stake. Iran is reportedly trying to buy 48 Russian-made Su-35 fighter jets, some of the most advanced warplanes in the entire world. Now these jets can fly long distances, dodge radars and carry heavy weapons, exactly the kind of power that would terrify Israel and shake up the Gulf region. Now Netanyahu's message to Putin was very clear: don't do it. According to diplomatic resources, the Israeli leader pleaded with Putin to cancel or maybe delay the deal, warning that it would cross a red line for Israel. And if Russia goes ahead, Netanyahu hinted that Israel could retaliate, not against Russia directly, but through Ukraine. That's right, Israel, which has so far walked a very delicate tightrope during Russia-Ukraine war, may start sending more weapons and intelligence support to Kyiv only if Moscow arms Tehran. It's a bold warning, we know that, and this is the kind of warning that puts Putin in a very tough spot. Now let's rewind a little bit. For decades, Russia and Israel have had a very complicated relationship, sometimes cooperative, often cautious. Israel depends on coordination with Russia in Syria, where Moscow's forces have a big presence as well. Both sides have quietly avoided any clashing over there, but if Russia hands over cutting-edge jets to Iran, Israel's biggest enemy, let me remind you, that delicate balance could collapse overnight. And the question is, why does this matter so much? It matters because Iran has been expanding its military footprints across the Middle East, be it Lebanon, be it Syria, be it Yemen or Iraq. Now with Su-35 jets, Iran could patrol deep into regional skies, threaten Israeli targets and even escort its oil tankers and drones across international waters. Now for Israel, that's nothing short of a nightmare, right? In the meantime, the US is watching all of this very closely. Washington has already warned that any armed deal between Russia and Iran would violate international sanctions and strengthen Tehran's military alliance with Moscow, which has already grown after Iran began supplying drones for Russia's war in Ukraine. So, you know what? The stakes are kind of high here. On one hand, you have Russia. Russia sees Iran as a useful partner, a way to counter Western pressure and keeps its own war machine running. On the other hand, you have Israel. Israel sees the same Iran as an existential threat, a nation that openly talks about destroying the Jewish state. Well, Netanyahu's phone call then wasn't just a diplomatic conversation, right? It was a warning shot, a message that if Moscow arms Tehran, Israel will hit back strategically, possibly by stepping into Ukraine war in a way that it is carefully avoided so far. As one Israeli official put it privately, that if Russia gives Iran wings, we'll give Ukraine claws. So the question is this: will Putin really listen, or are we just about to witness the start of a dangerous new triangle? Russia, Iran and Israel pulling the Middle East into yet another unpredictable storm.